Good evening, it's Jeanette from my home studio in North Worcestershire, Far Forest Ceramics. Got my first kiln opening in a few weeks. It's something I spent at the weekend doing some glazing, which I love the glazing. I love all the aspects of all the processes, but did a bit of glazing and I had some pieces that just needed a cone 5. 5.5 based on some test tiles I'd done. So it's not jam-packed, there's only a few pieces in here, but I was aiming to try and get close to a cone 5 if I could. So let's give it a go, let's see how it looks. On the top, I've been trying out some new Hartley and Noble moon drape moulds, which they've just launched, which lovely cute little things. And I did a set without a rim on, and I've done a set with a rim on. In here is the one without a rim. And I've tried an Amaco glaze, and I don't normally do very well with them, so I'm a bit concerned. It's supposed to be vintage gold. Come on, you can do this. Oh! Well, that's not what I was expecting, but it's not far off. It's 39 degrees, so still slightly warm. So this edge here is what I was expecting with its gold, but it's gone duller. I love that effect, but I expected to have more gold sparkle. So this is vintage gold. That's more what I was expecting. Why is that? It's like that on the bottom and not the top. It looks quite dull on the top. That's what I was hoping for, this beautiful gold mottle, which came out when I did, they were fired at cone 5. Hang on, is that, let's have a look at this one. Again, those little bits in there is the silica sand that I set it on. The edge has got the gold, but that's gone a bit matte. Look at that, the bottoms are beautiful. Now, if the tops had come out like the bottom, I'd have been thrilled. Lovely shapes, mind you. Just dull on the inside. What is that? Same with this one as well. Dull, very nice mottles, but you can see it's just, is it cooler in the middle? Did it not get hot enough? Look at that there. That's gorgeous. Okay, my silica sand is too deep. It's coming into the glaze, so I'm sitting it in the glaze too much. I need to do less silica sand, but I can grind that off. But I love the bottoms. Look, wouldn't that have been amazing if that had come out on all of them? So they should stack. Yes. Oh, they stack beautifully. Really, really lovely little set of drape moulds. I love those. Let me look at my... Oh, that didn't hit cone 5. So that is 4, 5, 6. And I did them so they were flat to the bottom, so they were standing up correctly. So to hit a cone 5, that should have come lower. So the top hasn't hit cone 5. Is that why I haven't got... It's not hot enough on the top. So then why would the underneaths work out? Is it warmer, hotter, trapped down there next to the... Oh, if somebody can tell me, I get a bit confused with the temperatures. So if that was close to the kiln shelf, why is that underneath gone like that and not the top? Is it cooler? But I thought the heat rises to the top, so it's hotter on the top shelf. I've got another cone back on the next shelf down, so let's have a look and see what that is. So that's vintage gold Amaco. I'm a mayco girl. I love my mayco. Amaco, I'm just not falling very lucky with my programs. Right, so I've got a few mugs on the next shelf, but I've got 2 tapas dishes. So my business in South Wales, I've got a lovely team of managers, and I've been promising them that I'll make them some pieces for a few months now, just not getting around to it. So 2 of the lovely ladies, Tracy and Wendy, they said, could we have some tapas dishes? Yeah, no problem. So Wendy would love blues, and Tracy said different colours. I'm happy with different colours. So I've got 2 new glaze combos in here for 2 of Tracy's set of 3 for cone 5, 5.5, which the top's only gone to not even 5, so I'm hoping this is going to work. And then my next firing will be a cone 6 stroke 6.5, which will be the rest of them. Stop talking, Jeanette, just lift it up. Come on, let's have a look and see. Please be okay. Ooh, ooh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes. So far from what I can see on the top. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm happy. Oh, I'm happy, happy, happy. Oh, yes. So, calm down, calm down, calm down. Mayco. This is my Mayco shelf. I love Mayco. So this one here, let me just look at my, look at that. That's a cone 5 then, isn't it? So that's the base of it. And it couldn't go any further. That's so in the middle's a cone 5 and the top, not quite. That's interesting. So I think the top wasn't hot enough for that vintage gold. Okay, so this is the little tapas. Oh, that looks like the bottom's stuck to it. Oh, it's Underglaze. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, this is my first time using Underglaze as well. I love the bottom of that. So this is Underglaze. And I decided not to put a clear gloss on the bottom. I've never used Underglaze before. I've always done my sgraffito practices or with stroke and coat, which then melts more like a glaze and not got sharp edges. So I used Underglaze, which I had for my birthday as a present from my lovely mum and dad, and I've got much sharper lines. Now I love that, and that's where obviously this didn't stick because it was Underglaze. I love that. So I have got on the here blue opal, and this one, which is number 221, blue opal on the bottom. Oh, look at that. Oh, Tracy, I hope you like that. So that is actually frosted lemon on the top of there. And look at that inside. Oh, that is stunning. So, oh, I love that with a touch of yellow there. So they're all different colours, but they have got a connection that binds them together. So a little bit of frosted lemon, well, frosted lemon and a touch of flux on the edge. That feels absolutely gorgeous. No pinholes. Oh, I personally love that. And I did a wavy edge on the top, and I'm loving how that has worked. Oh, and the colours on the bottom, I tried to bring in some turquoise, some aqua, 3 different tones, blue in the centre, aqua, and then blue to try and pick up some of the colouring and tones here. Oh, well, Tracy, if you don't like it, I love it. That is so cute. Oh, I love that. Really nice. So this is the other one to go in Tracy's set. Oh, it's not stuck. Ooh, a little bit of silica sandstick on the top. I like that. So this is blue opal with celadon bloom on the top, but with no flux. Oh, that's gorgeous. Let's look at the sides. Oh, yes. Oh, look at those. Different, but toning in. And the third one is going to have, I think, more of an aqua in the base and then some blue on the top, reversing it. So the middle size is the reverse of the two. Oh, I love them. This one is my favourite at the 2 so far. Tracy, I hope you like those. There's 2 of yours. Wendy, yours are coming in the next firing. Haven't glazed them yet. Working on it. Takes a long time to do it all, but I love those. Oh, I'm so pleased. You know when you're doing it for somebody, it's so much more pressure. Oh, God, I love them. Really pleased with those. And then I had some mugs which have been bisque fired for about 4 months, and there's never been room to put them in the kiln. So I finally glazed them, and they had strange reactions with the glaze. Like they had lots of little tiny pits on them. So when I put the glaze on, it's almost as if the clay, the bisqued clay, was like had got air in it, and it kept having little pin dots. I don't know what that is, but I carried on. I thought, well, I've got nothing to lose. I washed them beforehand, prepped them in the normal way, but I'm going to see now if they're okay. So let's have a look. Oh, it's not stuck. Oh, look at that. Oh, crikey. Oh, so here, can you see here, 2 little pinholes there. 2 little pinholes there. That's a shame, but just 2 teeny weeny pinholes. That feels, oh, that tulip shape feels gorgeous. 3 guesses, well that is Norse blue. So I didn't at this point, these are months ago, I didn't do any scrovito at that point, I wasn't doing it, but I have got Norse blue on the bottom here, and then a glaze which I'm not really liking too much because it's almost conflicting with my clay, is Amaco's Albany Slip Brown on the top. And then on top of that, a tiny bit of flux. But on the Norse blue, I really like that. And on the inside, I've just only had my Norse blue, and then it's just obviously crept down slightly. It's got a very strange texture, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's Norse blue at not even a cone 5. I hope this is vitrified. It should be for the clay. I will check it all out. But as a glaze combo, that's really, really nice. I'm really pleased with that. Considering it was like, I didn't think it was even going to survive. Okay, now this one here is just, I put a clear glaze on it. It's one I'd done, that's better. It's one I'd done in a previous firing, and it was matte. I'd only put 1 coat of clear gloss on it. So I just put an extra clear gloss on, and it is much better. So it was just, I tried some marbling with some oxide and a couple of transfers on. So I'm not a lover. But at least now it's functional, which before it was like rough in my hands. Now these look interesting. Let's hope there's no pinholes. It's not stuck. Oh, wow. I haven't done any browns for a long time. This is very rustic. Oh, that's nice. So that was my old bottom with, Bluebeard Stroke and Coat. And what did I do on this one? So this is Copper Jade here, which I like that, works well, at both cone 5 and 6. And then on the top, I've actually put Dunes over the top, which is a matte glaze, and I'm not overly keen because it's so matte. But putting it on top of the Copper Jade, I tried it on a test style and I did like it. That's really, really nice. It's the matte and the shiny, but not too contrasting. Very nice. The handles turned out nice. It feels nice. And the inside of that's very nice. And again, that's just the Copper Jade on the inside. I think that's very, very nice. That's a bit of a shocker. Very nice. I haven't done anything like with rustic looking for a long time, have I? You know me, I try one of something and then I want to try something different. So what's this one? Oh, so these are 2 Amaco. Oh. Let's see, I'm not sure about the inside looking down. So looking down, first of all, it's not looking amazing. It's okay. So inside is Amaco River Rock. Ooh, ooh, wow. Wowee. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Crikey. Did not expect that. Looking on the inside of there, that didn't give me much hope. But I just put the plain River Rock, Amaco River Rock on the inside. And that is blue stone over the top. Wow. Never would I thought it would have turned out like that. I mean, I've got a test tile. And again, my old Stroke and Coat on the bottom, but I made this foot too small, so I don't feel it's wide enough for a mug. So I'm learning. These are like some older pieces. I'm now starting to do a wider base. But, well, look at that. That's a bit of a shocker. That's really quite nice, isn't it? Huh? Well, I never. Well, that was a shock. Very, very nice. Okay, what did I put on the bottom? I'm trying to remember now what I put on the bottom. Oh, I do. So I had on the bottom from some scrap. I had underglazes from Mayco Fundamental at Underglazes from my parents for my birthday. So I've got 16 different underglazes and I hadn't used them yet on anything, so I wanted to just have a play around. So I've got some scraps of clay from when I was hand building, and I've made 2 little platters just to try some gorgeous stencils that I had as well of my son and daughter-in-law. So some fantastic stencils that I was able to try. I mean, no, I'm loving to try some of these on some bigger ones. But I tried those with my underglazes, just on a couple of pieces of clay. I actually put them on when it was too sticky, so I'm learning it. It's my first time. And then I also had another scrap of clay left over, so I put it on an oval drape mould from Hartley and Noble, can't get my words out, and put a transfer over the top of it. So all I've done is I bisqued them with, so I put the underglaze on while they were still wet, the clay was wet, green, and then I bisqued them, and then all I've done in this one is obviously put a clear on, but it'd be interesting to see how they have changed and have they warped. Wow! Don't look super shiny though. Why not? Why don't they look super shiny? Let's have a look. Well, so that actually, the texture there feels rough. Why? Does that need to go and be fired hotter? No, it feels rough. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you hear it? I love the underglaze. This clay, it's okay, but I think it needs a bit of touch of blue on the side. I might put a bit of cobalt wash on the rim, put some more, give it a slight sand, put some more gloss on it, but I love that stencil. It's very, very thin, this is, very thin, because it was just a scrap, but I'm playing around with the underglazes. It's quite matte though, isn't it? It's quite weird, but still pretty. And this was the one that was very rough, and I can see it's rough on here, but it's got slight bubbling on. Is that too hot, too cold? Not hot enough? So I need to try these at my cone 6.5. I might just pop those in the hotter firing and see what happens. Just as test, do a bit of rubbing down. Love the underglaze on them, very sweet. Good practice run. And then this little beauty. Oh, that is so cute. But again, not super glossy shiny, which is what I thought. So maybe it needs to be a hotter firing. But very nice shape. This is from Hartley and Noble. Again on silica sand, because I didn't want to put them on cookies to keep them flat. It's turned out very, very flat. No wobble in that at all, no warp. I love the transfer on it, that's really nice. But to me, that needs a bit more of a gloss. Do you know what might also look quite nice? Is if I actually put a mayco glaze to run down the edge. What do you think? I mean, it's nice as it is, but I'm just wondering if I actually had blue hydrangeas the wrong colour. I'm trying to think what I could put. Or cobalt wash, I don't know. Well, it's quite nice as it is. Maybe it just needs the gloss. But they were just plain experiments. But I have to say, the biggest success is this little beauty. I love that. Do you know, it also feels really, really nice. The foot, the shape, the curve, everything on that feels gorgeous. So, not alone in there, I have got in my next firing, which I'm hoping in the next few evenings I'm going to be able to get them in, is I've been making some star dishes using my set of star drape moulds. So if you check out my Instagram, which is where I do most of my posting, these drape moulds from Hartley and Noble, I first tested them when they were launched, and they now have them to sell in a set of 3, but I was lucky enough to have 4 to try out. And if I put them in 2 different sets, they were smooth. So I basically used them like that as a drape mould. And then I decided to cut a circle and put some texture. Let me just try to see before it goes into the kiln. So, I was doing these on Sunday, so this is my big one. So I put texture here. I haven't cleaned my bottom, that's what I've got to do before it goes in. I put texture on the bottom. This is off this large set of 2. I've then done peacock effect with flux on there, and this glaze is the copper float, or copper jade, which is this bottom one here. So, that's it for tonight. Hopefully see you again soon for my next firing when I'm going to be putting these in. See you again soon. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for all your support. Take care. Bye bye.